Hey everyone, happy Divine Mercy Sunday. I'm Joshua.
I'm Susie.
This is Susie. So, talking about Divine Mercy, just as a quick little backstory, context for anyone who is a little unclear on what Divine Mercy Sunday is, we get Divine Mercy, the term at least, from Saint Faustina. And she was this Polish nun who lived pretty much between a little bit past the 1900s to about right before 1940, before World War II. Sorry, go on.
Oh, no, you can go on.
And how it kind of came about is that Saint Faustina was referred to as a mystic. In other words, she received direct visions from Jesus himself, and wrote them down in a diary, and had an incredible spiritual confessor who kind of walked her through this process and Jesus' interactions with her.
So, if you're wondering, so we actually got a chance to view one of the, I guess, documentary style movies about St. Faustina and her life and the process by which she received these visions. And two things that Jesus told her that were really important that he wanted was, one, the establishment of this feast. So you'll notice that every single year on the second Sunday of Easter, we celebrate Divine Mercy Sunday. Now that didn't start until the year 2000, which was the time when St. John Paul II not just canonized St. Faustina, but also provided for the feast day. And it was crazy. Again, we watched a documentary all about it, and it's amazing what survived because World War II came after, so it had to go through a lot.
And in delving into it a little bit more, I think this one quote from her diary, which is readily available for anyone who wants to go look it up or search it up or anything like that, is this: "Souls, do not be afraid of God, but trust in him, for he is good, and his mercy is everlasting." And when I think about that, I just think about all so many times where I've fallen short of the mark in this race, trying to get to heaven, striving for heaven, knowing full well that I cannot do it on my own, and being blatantly shown that multiple times that this is not solely through my own efforts, which is my personal downfall, is to think that, okay, I have to put pull up the bootstraps, and this is what I am doing, and then later realizing and continually realizing that, wait, hold up, this isn't through my efforts, but through the efforts of God, who is continually reaching out towards me and down to me, saying it is not you. This is about you. Do not have to strive to work so hard to earn my grace. I give you my grace freely. I give you my mercy freely. All you have to do is take time to be aware of this mercy that I'm giving you, to be able to see it, to know it. And in that regard, in that response, praise is what comes out of that.
And it's so beautiful. One of the words that Jesus tells St. Faustina is that he does not come to punish mankind, rather I hope to heal it. And then he goes on to say, pressing it to my merciful heart, right? His heart is the fount of mercy. So regardless of how many times we screw up, we mess up. I mean, right now we don't even have the sacrament of confession available, right? We don't have most of the sacraments available at this time, but his mercy isn't bound by that. And so it's so beautiful to hear that some of us might have that notion of oh, Jesus is just, God is just waiting there to punish me or to take track of my faults, but it's completely the opposite. He's waiting with open arms to press us into his divine heart so that we can receive his mercy.
I think that's a great way to think about it. That's kind of all that we have right now. except for the fact that like all this is well and good, but what are different ways that God has provided us to pray in this divine mercy? And one of those ways, which might be a little bit late this year since Easter, has already come around, and so has this Sunday, but starting Good Friday, there's actually a mercy or a chaplet to divine mercy that you can pray, as well as just in general to pray the divine mercy chaplet in and of itself, which is this beautiful prayer where one not only basically more or less chants, but where one has the opportunity to meditate upon God's mercy and how good He is.
Yeah, for the sake of His sorrowful passion, have mercy on us and on the whole world is the line that gets repeated over and over again, and it's a super short devotion. I mean, it takes less than probably like 15-20 minutes at most if you're really singing it rather than just saying it. So I invite you to take a look at that. It's not just during the novena, like Joshua said. It can be prayed at any time. And 3 o'clock is the hour of mercy. So at 3 p.m. any day, if you want to get in the habit of praying the Divine Mercy, maybe choose 1 day, 2 days, a week where you pray the Divine Mercy, especially on Fridays. Fridays at 3 is a really great time to pray the Divine Mercy. So anyways, from our home to yours, we hope that you're having a good time during this difficult time, which is this pandemic, but hopefully you can rest in knowing that God's divine mercy is there.
All right. God bless, and we're praying for you.